The gains that we realized as a result of our ASEAN hosting, in addition to the goodwill and rapport, we have the following from the United States: $14.3 million for the rehabilitation of Marawi City and $2 million to support our ongoing drug war. For China, 14 cooperation agreements on areas such as the economy, infrastructure, transportation, environment, intellectual property, national security, and finance. From Japan, the first phase of the Metro Manila subway, a total of 46 billion pesos, will be provided by the Japanese government, while a loan amounting to a further 4 billion will be provided to cover the construction of a bypass road along the Philippine-Japan Friendship Highway in Plaridel, Bulacan. Further, the Japanese government committed an additional billion for the procurement of equipment, materials for counterterrorism such as Coast Watch radars and reconstruction of Marawi, all currency in Philippine peso. From Russia, 8 bilateral agreements on such areas as criminality, extradition, energy, communication, education, intellectual property, audits, and accounts. From Canada, $17.8 million for the sexual health and empowerment projects for women in the Philippines. From New Zealand, 3 agreements on education, tourism, and the geothermal industry. We were likewise able to push mutual interests such as general system of preference with the United States and to start exploring talks on an FTA or a Philippine-US free trade agreement. We were able to improve market access for Philippine bananas in Australia, Japan, and Korea. We had talks on producing cheaper medicines with India and talks with pharmaceutical companies to set up in the Philippines, and cooperation against sea piracy threat in Sulu with Australia. On further good news, the Cagayan de Oro Coastal Road opens after 20 years. The DPWH led the opening ceremony of the 12.77-kilometer Cagayan de Oro Coastal Road last November 10, which is expected to lessen the travel time by 20 minutes from Laguindingan to Cagayan de Oro. This is a 4 billion coastal road which will serve as a bypass starting from Barangay Gusa in the eastern side all the way to the western side in Barangay Igpit, Opol in Misamis Oriental, connecting 6 barangays in the city and 2 barangays in Opol. More good news, we have the New Bohol Airport's first test flight. The OTR, NEDA, and the Office of the Cabinet Secretary successfully conducted the first test flight of the New Bohol Airport in Panglao last November 6. The Bohol Airport is now at 53.38 completion. It's on track to be finished by June 2018. We have scheduled for commercial operations by August of 2018. The 7.8 billion airport can accommodate 7 aircrafts, both domestic and international. This is funded by JICA under the Official Development Assistance and is designed to be the country's first eco-airport and green gateway to the world. 2 news materials. First, during the bilateral talks between President Duterte and the Chinese Premier, President Duterte offered to the People's Republic of China the privilege to operate the 3rd telecoms carrier in the country. This comes after the Philippine government signed with an affiliate of Facebook a project entitled the Luzon Bypass of the Pacific Light Cable Network, which would provide broad bandwidth of 2 terabits per second. This 2 terabits is equivalent to the current capacity of the duopoly operators today. I was also asked to explain that the process of breaking this duopoly should have been sooner. This agreement with the subsidiary of Facebook should have been signed as early as December 2016. It was not signed by the former secretary of the DICT, and this was one of the areas pinpointed by cabinet investigators as an area of conflict of interest for the former secretary of the ICT. It was further reported by the Special Investigating Committee that the former DICT secretary likewise may have prevented the earlier breakup of the duopoly by delaying the use of satellites as viable option. There was a realization period of almost 5 years, and meanwhile, this leaves the duopoly, this preserves for the duopoly the market. No? It was also observed that the initial cost for a national broadband plan appeared excessive at 200 billion because the recommendation did not consider the contribution that could be made by existing broadband providers such as the National Grid Corporation, NGCP, the National Transmission Corporation, fiber optic lines, and the Philippine National Railway Communication Project. Now, it would appear also that the PASEC, under the scheme being pushed by the former Secretary of the ICT, the NBP terrestrial backbone would still have left the duopoly with the right to connect the end users to the backbone. No? And this after government would have spent already 77 billion pesos. No? So the good news is the consumers can look forward now to better telecommunications, not just in terms of cellular technology, but also in terms of internet speed as well as access. This is the latest instance of the President proving that he has the political will to do what is necessary to benefit the Filipino people. I repeat, the announcement is that duopoly, the telecoms duopoly, is about to end with the entry of the Facebook subsidiary as well as the offer by the President to the People's Republic of China to operate the third telecoms carrier. The Philippine President is so serious about this that he has instructed that all applications be filed and acted upon directly by the Office of the Executive Secretary. On another issue, I would like to confirm that General Santiago was let go by the President, not only because of his statements on the mega rehab centers being a mistake. He was also let go because of complaints that General Santiago was using taxpayers' money for junkets abroad. One of the complaints that reached the President was a trip to Austria, where in addition to bringing family members, General Santiago brought 6 of his closest personnel, including a Girl Friday. There was also complaints that General Santiago may have accepted consideration from major drug players. Well, the complaint specified, although this is only from a complaint, that General Santiago may have benefited from a house which may have been given to him by the late Parohinot. That's a complaint on file with the Office of the President. It was by the Union of PIDEA. Okay, that concludes our press briefing this afternoon.
MPC, wait, Pia. May follow-up question about, okay, use the microphone, please, Pia.
Sir, sorry, what's the name of the Chinese company who will come in?
None yet.
Wala
It
pa.
was an offer for the People's Republic of China to operate the third carrier. There has not been a designated company that will act as the third player.
And this Facebook subsidiary is not the same as this.
No, it is not. The
These are two
Facebook
different-
subsidiary is about a backbone infrastructure project for the internet. It's about the laying, actually, of cables that would give us 2 terabits of connectivity. No? That's equivalent to the current capacity of the duopoly.
Question, Joseph Morong.
Let's go to General Santiago. So he's the only one who was fired because of junkets. There are no others.
It's a very strong message to the bureaucracy. The president will not tolerate junkets
Okay,
and
when did he
unnecessary travels abroad.
All right, first, when did he take the Austria trip?
The what?
The Austria trip?
According to the complaint received by the Office of the President, I will quote so that I will not make a mistake. Okay. Traveled to Vienna, Austria. No? The complaint was dated October 25, 2017.
That's the complaint. When was the trip?
There was no mention of the date. Oh, yeah. And then there was also mention of a trip to the United States, indicating last month, meaning 1 month before October, a trip to the United States where he, quote, allegedly bringing with him his mistress and selective favorite DDB employees.
All right, sir. And then the other one, the house given by Paruhinog, when was this given, if the complaint so states?
Again, I'm just quoting from the complaint. We believe our chairman, General Santiago, is a liability to administration, previously as aired on TV5 Action Tanghali News by Mr. Gary De Leon last August 2017, reportedly said that he was a recipient of Big Uzami's mansion given by the Paruhinog family during his stint as director of PIDEA. Now take note that I'm only quoting from the complaint. Okay? So this is the complaint filed against General Santiago, and it is our position that although the stated reason for the fact that he has ceased to be director of the agency is because of his complaints about the mega rehab being a waste of money, that there were also complaints, one complaint against him filed by the union of PIDEA, which, of course, had to be looked into.
Sir, the Austria trip, you said that he included the family members plus 6 closest friends and a girl Friday. You mean what? By girl Friday, what do you mean by
Miss
that?
Edith Judy B. Mendoza, his girl Friday, and coffee server.
It's Judy Mendoza.
Yes.
Okay.
His girl Friday and coffee server.
Coffee server?
Coffee server.
Okay.
Now, questions?
Joseph.
Sir, ito yung sinasabi ni Presidente na even a whiff is enough for him to decide to fire you, right?
Yes, that shows his resolve against graft and corruption. As far as he's concerned, you don't even have to be proven. If you're tainted in any way by corruption, he will not hesitate to fire individuals. He has done so many times in the past, and General Santiago is only the latest of them.
Okay, thanks.
Ina Andolong?
Sir, balik po muna dun sa DICT. We know that the former secretary is no longer around, in office. But will actions be taken against him considering yung binabanggit nyo na he delayed yung pag-break supposedly yung duopoly, or meron po bang any liability on his part na baka habulin pa po sa kanya?
We leave that to the Ombudsman and to the Anti-Graft Commission, which was created by the President. It's without prejudice.
Mm-hmm. And also, you mentioned that the OAS will basically be processing or helping out yung Chinese company who may come in. Did the President give any deadline as to when or how soon he wants his third player to...
He mentioned upon submission of documents, it will take 45 days to decide whether or not it's a go or no go.
Okay.
That's how serious the President is in allowing a third-party carrier to come in.
Sir, and dun sa kay Joseph, yung sa complaint naman po filed against Mr. Santiago, was this investigated or verified? Or again, what, if ever, what due process was he given based dahil dun sa complaint?
Let's just say that the complaint was overtaken by events because The President himself said that he decided to fire General Santiago because of his statement that the mega drug facility is a mistake. He in fact said that General Santiago should have taken this up privately with him. He would have listened, but it was wrong for General Santiago to make this public.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, on General Santiago, question, MPC? Deo de Guzman.
Sir, sinabi po nyo, morning po sir, nasibak si General Santiago. Meron po bang susunod na kaso dahil meron siyang may reklamo? Meron po bang isusunod na kaso against General Santiago? Kasi po, during the previous year, dun sa nisibak po si DILG Secretary Mike Sueno, wala naman pong kaso na sumunod. And all others na government officials na sinibak ng presidente dahil daw po a whiff of corruption, pero wala naman pong kasong naisampa laban sa mga ito. Pero kung meron naman po, pwede nyo po bang maibahagi sa amin yan?
Again, this is without prejudice to further criminal investigation. But as you see, the Office of the President only has jurisdiction over the administrative aspect of the case. The criminal aspect will have to be taken up by the Ombudsman, given that all these officials are within the jurisdiction of the Sandigan Bayan.
Pero wala po bang isasampa na kaso ang Executive Department sa Ombudsman laban dun sa mga tao na yun?
That's without prejudice. As I said, the most that we could do in the executive as part of the administrative process is to fire them, which is the ultimate sanction, no? But without prejudice to criminal liability. The matter could also be sent to the DOJ, but they have an understanding there's an ongoing understanding between the Ombudsman and the DOJ that if it is cognizable by the Sandigan Bayan, even if the DOJ conducts preliminary investigation, the result of the investigation must still be turned over to the Ombudsman. In other words, it's ultimately the Ombudsman that will conduct the preliminary investigation.
Thank you, sir.
Questions about General Santiago? Other issue? Ina Andolong. Microphone, please.
Sir, you've been stressing that a whiff of corruption hindi nga po ito-tolerate ng Pangulo. But how then would you explain, I believe a few weeks ago, it was reported that two former customs officials linked to the 6.4 billion peso illegal drug shipment from China was basically moved at ngayon ay working sa DOTR na po. How then would you explain that?
What I do know is that the DOJ has already concluded its preliminary investigation on this 6 billion drug haul. So they will be filing information in court, and I have no information if the two individuals you're referring to will also be charged.
No, thank you, sir.
Okay. Question? John Rosales.
Good morning, Spokes. MRT Chairman Robert Sobrepeña said the government is suffering from lack of management expertise in handling the MRT, and proof to that is the string of operation breakdowns of the railway facility in the past weeks. I would like to ask the side of Malacañang, is the administration open to returning the management of the MRT to the private sector?
Well, unang-una po, hindi tayo naguhugas ng kamay. Tinatanggap po natin ang paghamon dyan sa MRT na yan, at ang presidente na mismo ang humingi ng paumanhin dahil nga dun sa palaging pagsira ng ating MRT. Gayunpaman, alam po natin na nagsimula ang problema sa dati pang administrasyon. Gumagawa po ng hakbang ang ating presidente para maibsan ang pagdurusa ng ating mga mananakay dyan. Sinimulan na po yan sa pagsibak dun sa Busan bilang kontraktor ng MRT. At sigurado po ako na ang DOTR ay araw na lang po sigurong binibilang at magsasampa rin sila ng mga kasong kriminal laban doon sa mga tao sa nakalipas na administrasyon na talaga naman pong sila ang dahilan sa paghihirap ng ating mga mananakay ngayon. Gayunpaman, with the President assuming that he will be responsible for the MRT, let us give the President the opportunity, to rectify the many problems that his administration inherited from the past dispensation. But we accept the challenge, we are moving forward, and we promise better MRT to our riding public. we will show the same political will that the President has shown in his fight against illegal drugs, in his fight against corruption, in bringing this vital service of transportation to the people as well.
Thank you, sir.
Question, JP Bencito.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, on MRT pa rin. Sir, there are two congressmen who are calling for who are demanding for the ouster of Transportation Chief Arthur Tugade. Can we get a comment from the palace on this one?
Well, gaya po ng sinabi ko, no? Ang mga problema po ay namana at kami naman po ay nagmamasid at nag-oobserba sa mga hakbang na ginagawa ni Secretary Tugade. Tingin ko po hindi pa po dumarating yung panahon na kinakailangan na tanggalin si Secretary Tugade. He enjoys the full trust and confidence of the President. The President has said he will back up Secretary Tugade in whatever he may need to effect immediate reform of the MRT.
Okay, Deo de Guzman.
Morning again, sir. Sir, sabi po ni Senator Poe, hindi naman po dapat hanggang ngayon ay sinisisi pa rin sa past administration yung problema sa MRT. At mahigit isang taon na rin po ang Duterte administration na dapat daw po ay gumagawa na rin o nakagawa na rin ng paraan para masolusyon yung problema na ito. Any reaction on that, sir?
Tama naman po yun. Kaya nga po sinabi ko kanina na tinatanggap po ng Presidente ang responsibilidad para magkaroon ng malawakang reforma dyan sa MRT na maibsan ang problema ng ating mga mananakay. Humingi lang po kami ng panahon dahil unang-una, yung mga kontrata po na ipinasok ng administrasyon, unang-una po dyan yung kontrata ng busan, kinakailangan po yung marisin, kinakailangan po yung mapawalang bisa. At asahan nyo po, magkakaroon pa ng napakadaming demandahan dyan dahil hindi naman papayag ang busan na bilyones sa kanyang kontrata, bigla na lang tatanggalin sa kanya. No? Kaya nga po ang sabi ng Presidente, nung una, no, kung kinakailangan magkaroon pa ng special powers para dito sa MRT, yun ang kanyang nais magkaroon. No? At ang Kongreso naman po ay patuloy ang proseso para mabigyan siya ng ganyang mga kapangyarihan. No? Pero uulitin ko po, we are not resorting to finger pointing. Sinasabi lang po namin lahat ng mga naging problema, yung pagpapalit ng maintenance provider at pagtatalaga ng busan, yan po ay ginawa sa nakaraang administrasyon. Hindi naman po pwedeng overnight na mapawalang bisa yan. Sa katunayan po, dadaan pa yan sa legal na proseso. Inaasahan po namin lalaban ng busan, pero gagamitin po natin ang political will para mapabuti ang MRT na yan. Kaya naman po gobyerno na ang nag-take over kasi nga po kung magtatalaga ng bago, di patuloy pa ang demandahan. Samantalang gobyerno na nag-take over, bagamat pwede magdemanda ang busan, anong reklamo niya? Hindi naman binigay sa kahit ibang pribadong kumpanya. Walang reklamo ng korupsyon din na po pwedeng maibato sa gobyerno.
Okay, MPC questions? Roscos? Follow-up ba yan MRT? Sino yung follow-up ng MRT? Other issue na tayo, Roscos.
Good morning, sir. Following the statement of the President on Saturday na pagka lumala po ang suliranin sa droga ay maaari po ulit maibalik ang lead ng anti-drug war sa Philippine National Police. Do we expect this anytime soon po, sir?
Well, yan po yung sinabi ng Presidente, hindi naman yung sinabi na sa lalong mabilis sa panahon. No? So tingin ko, pinag-aaralan pa rin yan ng Presidente, pero meanwhile, nakakakuha po kami ng reports from PIDEA na record po ata yung mga nakakalap na pinagbabayawal ng gamot ng PIDEA. Bukas po, dadaling ko yung figura na yan. No? Pero ang reports na natatanggap, record hold po ang PIDEA in terms of actual seizure of prohibited drugs.
Sir, isang topic pa po. Wala po ba tayong update regarding po sa recommendation ng MICC na i-lift yung open pit ban?
I verified this personally with the President. He says that the ban on new open pit mining remains.
Okay, thank you. On illegal drugs, question? Other issue? Pia Gutierrez?
Sir, yun doon po sa offer ni President Duterte sa China, did the President give any explanation why the offer was made to China and not to any other country, sir?
Well, the President said that China has the capital and the technology, to provide efficient telecom service. With the number of subscribers that Chinese telecoms company have in China, there can be no doubt that they're amongst the biggest in the world. Consider also the proximity and the fact that we want to avail of as much economic advantage that we could arising from the renewed friendly ties with China.
Sir, on another topic, kasi matatapos na yung taon, but is the palace confident that the tax reform bill can be passed before the end of the year?
We believe so, no? Dahil alam naman po ng ating mga senador, at yan po ay nag-aantay na lamang na aksyon ng Senado, na yung ating Build program po ay nakasalalay dito sa tax reform bill na ito. So naniniwala po ako na hindi naman matatapos ang taon na hindi maipapasaya ng Senado.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Joseph Morong?
Sir, just very short on the U.S. assistance. Yung 2 million, in what form po ito?
Well, it was said to be to support the ongoing war on drugs.
Like what? Sa law enforcement, training for our police?
Well, it hasn't been specified,
Okay.
but it was a 2 million grant, no? It's not a loan in support of the drug war.
All right, sir. Si Chief Justice Sereno, you've answered the question before, but merong interview ulit sa Bawal na Pasaway later. She said that yung impeachment is an attack on democracy and not just her because there are trumped-up charges against her, and if the president or the government can do this to her, it can be done to any ordinary citizen. Your comment on that?
Kaya po meron tayong proseso sa impeachment para malaman ng taong bayan ang katotohanan. So kung trump-up charges po yan, lalabas at lalabasan naman po yan sa Kongreso, unang-una, at sa Senado. So hayaan na po natin ang proseso na magpatuloy.
Okay. Last question na. Philip Tobesa? Follow-up muna.
Sir, good morning. Follow-up lang po dun sa open pit mining. Na-presenta po ba yung sa kabinete yung MICC recommendation to lift the ban?
Well, unfortunately po, I had Christian Amanpour on my first cabinet meeting. I had to leave. I was not able to finish the cabinet meeting. But I assure you that this is one of the instances when I personally asked the President, no, if there's been a change in policy. And he says that there's still no new policy on this. There's still a ban on new open pit mining.
So he's rejecting the MICC recommendation?
That's the response I got. I'm not sure about whether or not the MCC recommendation has reached the President. I will verify.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Follow-up, open other issue. Maricel Halili, TV5.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, just a clarification on the President's statement last Saturday saying na balak i-declare ang NPA as one of the terrorist groups in the country. How will it affect, sir, yung peace talks between the government? I understand na suspended na. But I recall the President also said that he supports the effort of Mayor Inday Sara to talk with the NPA. So how do you reconcile that, sir?
Well, to begin with, yung plano pong deklarasyon na terorista ang NPA, hindi po yung bago. Ang Estados Unidos po, nung naisabatas ang Patriot Act, isa sa pinakaunang na classify as terrorist group ay yung NPA. Ang European Union Council po, no, ay na-classify na rin ng NPA bilang isang terrorist group. Kung magdedeklara ng ganyan po ang presidente, ibig sabihin, sumasang-ayon ng presidente na talagang terorista mga NPA, matapos kasi yung lahat ng kanyang mga ginawang hakbang upang magkaroon ng kapayapaan, no, sa pamamagitan ng usaping kapayapaan nga sa NPA, na sa tingin niya ay dapat nang panandali ang itigil dahil habang nakikipag-usap ng kapayapaan ng gobyerno, wala naman tigil ng NPA sa pag-aatake sa ating mga kasundaluhan. So hanggang hindi niya nakikita ang sinseridad sa parte ng CPP-NPA na talagang nais nila ng pangmatagalan na kapayapaan, tuloy po ang laban sa NPA at itong deklarasyon ng Presidente na ika-classify niya ang terrorist groups na ang NPA bilang isang terrorist group is an indication po that for now, peace negotiations are suspended.
Pero, sir, how do you reconcile that? Because like what I mentioned earlier po, sabi rin ni Presidente kasi na sinusuportahan niya yung efforts ni Mayor Inday Sara for peace talks locally with the NPA. Does it mean that binabawi na rin yung position na yon, sir?
Hindi naman po. Hayaan natin na magtuloy yung pag-uusap nila Mayor Sara. Ano? At kung magtagumpay naman yan, baka po pwede maging modelo yan na ang usaping kapayapaan ay magiging lokal.
Sir, just one last po. Patanong lang po ni Prince Goles. Sir, pwede daw phone-in question, sir. Pwede raw po bang makahingi ng reaction with regards to sa CA ruling affirming Mabilog's dismissal from service?
Well, of course, that's an affirmation of the earlier decision of the ombudsman, no? Dismissing Mabilog from the service. That's a judicial affirmation which we respect and we agree with.
Okay. Last three questions. JP, Jopel, Joseph Morong, and Tuesday New. Last four, sir.
Hi, sir. Just balik lang po sa Reds. Sir, following the President's pronouncements, won't this run contrary to the spirit of the anti-subversion law which outlawed the membership to the CPP and all that links to the communists, sir?
Not really, because of the Human Security Act. The Human Security Act imposes criminal responsibility on those that would perpetrate acts of terrorism. No? So they're not punished for mere membership, and you're correct, mere punishment on the basis of mere membership was declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court, but they're being punished because of acts of terrorism being conducted by the NPA, including attacks on civilians.
Okay, Jopel?
Sir, ibang issue. Regarding po sa transport sector, kumusta sir yung ano ng gobyerno sa transportation modernization program? Kasi may issue na lumalabas sir yung regarding sa Euro 4 and dito sa Solar Egypt. Mas okay daw po kasi sir yung Solar Egypt. Ano pong stand ng Malacañang regarding this issue?
Tuloy po ang modernization ng ating mga jeepneys. Yung detalye po niyan, bahala na po ang DOTR dyan. Pero ang huling binitawang salita po ng Presidente, gusto niya as early as next year, matuloy na itong proseso ng modernization.
Okay, thank you, Jopel. Last two, Joseph Morong and Tuesday New. Okay, Tuesday New. Microphone.
Ito na. Oo nga. Hi, sir. Yung nabanggit po ni Presidente last Saturday na itong week daw na ito, masusundan pa po yung pagsibak niya sa iba pang mga government officials dahil sa junket. Ito pa po bang kay General Santiago? Isa na yon? Sino po pa kaya yung mga nakalinya for this week daw po?
Well, unfortunately, hindi ako sinabihan pa ni Presidente. Ang sinabi lang sa akin, isiwalat na meron natanggap na reklamo rin labang kay General Santiago dahil sa kanyang mga junkets.
So, antayin na lang namin, sir.
Antayin na lang po natin yan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, last question, Joseph Morong.
So yung sa NPA, no? Alright, so they will be classified and will be treated as terrorists only if they commit acts, no? Under the HSA, correct?
Yes.
Pero wala ba siyang effect na parang red baiting ka na ngayon because you will be declaring them as terrorist organizations and therefore in an operational sense, you can, paano yan? If they do not commit any crime under the HSA, wala lang? Parang ganun?
Kasi naman, yung HSA, may mga predicate crimes din na kinakailangan gawin. With the additional element that their intention is to create terror in the mind of the general public. So it cannot be red baiting because there must be overt acts committed, no, which are already penalized by the revised penal code and special laws. Discharge of explosives, no, yung mga ganyan, no, murder, that's already part of it, no. Nagiging punishable lang siya under HSA when as already existing felonies at yung mga crimes na punishable under the revised penal code are referred to as felonies are committed in furtherance of spreading terror in the minds of the general public. So there is no such thing as a separate act of terrorism. It refers to an already existing crime committed in pursuit of promoting terrorism in the minds of the general public.
So if and when the President declares the NPA, CPP, as, you're referring to just the NPA or the whole triumvirate?
I think the President mentioned the New People's Army as the armed group itself, no? He has not referred to the CPP per se.
Okay, so just the NPA.
Because that's covered already by a Supreme Court decision.
Okay. So, sir, is it a crime to be a communist or to be left-leaning in this government?
No, it is not a crime. It is a crime when you take up arms.
Okay, thank you, Joseph.
Thank
Sorry, may pahabol pa, sir. Deo de Guzman, ito na yung last question.
Last question, sir. Last Saturday, sir, lumabas po ang pangalan nyo doon sa sinabi nitong si House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez na kayo daw po ay isa sa mga tatakbo under the PDP Laban slate for the senatorial candidates on 2019.
I think I already issued a clarification in this regard. I thank Speaker Alvarez for his continuing trust and confidence in me. However, I'm focused on my current job as a spokesperson. I am not at all thinking about 2019. To tell you the truth, I go day to day. This job entails surviving every day as it comes. No? So let me focus on this very delicate undertaking that I agreed to accept from the President. So I will be focused on doing my absolute best as spokesperson for the President.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. May follow-up pa, Joseph? Okay na? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed our Good News Monday.
Okay. Thank you, Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque. Thank you, Malacañang Press Corps. Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and PTV.
Tatalakayin natin ang mga napapanahong issue na mahalaga sa inyo. Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque, ASEC mo kauson, ilan lang na raw sila sa posibleng tumakbong senador sa 2019 election sa ilalim ng partido ni Pangulong Duterte na PDP Laban. Inanunsyo yan ni PDP Laban Secretary General House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez sa isang pagtitipon ng mga lokal na kaalyado ng partido sa Cebu. Posibleng makasama rin daw sa PDP Laban 2019 senatorial lineup sina Representative Carlo Nograles, Albi Benitez, Geraldine Roman at Presidential Political Advisor Francis Tolentino. Partikular na natanong si Pangulong Duterte tungkol sa posibleng pagtakbo bilang senador ni ASEC mo kauson. Narito ang kanyang pahayag.
Let the people decide. It's not a one-man story or critic. Let the people decide. Kung ginusto nila yan, then that's it. It will be honored by all, including the military and the police. Pag yan ang pinili ng Pilipino, you might not like her. Her ways might not suit your values. But if that guy or woman is elected by the people, then you have to honor that choice.
Kayo, anong masasabi nyo sa posibleng lineup ng PDP Laban para sa mga tatakbong senador sa 2019? May gusto o ayaw ba kayo sa kanila? O tingin nyo, maaga pa bang pag-usapan yan? Mag-comment po sa aming Facebook Live at babasahin namin yan bago matapos ang programa. Batay sa pagsusuri ng iba't ibang health organization sa buong mundo, tinatayang mula 100,000 hanggang 700,000 tao ang namamatay raw taon-taon dahil sa pag-inom ng pekeng gamot. Dito sa Pilipinas, babala ng Food and Drug Administration, ilan lamang sa mga kumakalat na pekeng gamot ang mefenamic acid, paracetamol, ibuprofen at loperamide. Ngayong National Consciousness Week Against Counterfeit Medicines, panauhin natin si Juan Paulo Tonalete ng Food and Drug Administration Regulation Officer po siya doon. Magandang umaga, Paulo.
Good morning, ma'am.
So, una muna, National Conscious Week for Counterfeit Medicines. Ano ba ang dapat nating tandaan? Bakit mahalaga ito?
Well, unang-una, dapat natin kasing tandaan na kailangan natin pahalaga ng ating kalusugan. Kailangan magkaisa po tayo at magtulong-tulong labanan ang epekto ng fake medicines or peking gamot. Sa ngayong National Consciousness Week, ang gusto po namin iparating sa public ay ang bantayan po nila at mag-ingat po sila sa mga bentahan sa internet or sa mga hindi lisensyadong pamilihan.
Bakit ba, Paulo? Ano yung magiging masamang epekto kung makainom ka ng peking gamot?
Ang peking gamot kasi ay sinasabi din po nating substandard. Ibig sabihin po nun, wala po silang kalidad. Ibig sabihin po nun, wala silang kalidad dahil maaring wala po silang nilalaman na active ingredient. O kaya kung may active ingredient man sila, hindi naman po ito sapat para mabigay lunas dun sa mga sakit sa tao. Or madalas din po ang mga counterfeit or peking gamot ay naglalaman ng mga hindi nararapat na active ingredients. Madalas po dito mangyayari, magkakaroon po talaga ito ng masamang epekto sa kalusugan natin.
Kunwari, ano ba yun? Pag nakainom ka, magsusok ka ba agad? Sasakit yung tiyan? Ano yung senyales?
Iba po ang pwedeng mangyari. Minsan po, madalas hindi po natin napapansin na ito na pala isang side effect. Pero madalas po ang nagiging resulta sa pag-iinom ng peking gamot ay hindi po tayo gumagaling dito.
Parang kahit nasabi mo, nag-dose ka na ng 1 week or yung required ng doctor, tas wala pa ring epekto. Ano?
Tama.
Okay, so doon na tayo sa second point natin na paano mo nga malalaman na peke pala yung nabili mo?
Unang-una, ang ginagawa ng FDA ay lisensya ng mga pamilihan natin, mga manufacturers, distributors. Kaya ang una naming maipapayo sa mga consumers natin ay ang bumili lamang sa mga lisensyadong pamilihan. Pag nakabili po sa lisensyadong pamilihan, siguradong i-check din po ang mga gamot na ito. Tingnan kung ito ay may registration number. Tingnan din po kung ang gamot ay maayos ang kondisyon, wala pong mga sira or tampering, hindi rin po ito may masamang amoy o madaling madurog.
Okay, Paolo, meron tayo ditong sample ng mga peke at yung tunay na gamot. Katulad niyan, ito, ano muna natin yan? Anong difference niyan?
Ayan. Kung mapapansin niyo po, dun sa mga peke, yung mga...
Peke yung nasa kaliwa.
Opo,
pwede
yung
ba
mga
natin
kaliwa.
i-pause?
Yung mga logos po, yung tinatawag po nating mga trademarks ng mga gamot na yan, ay napepeke po talaga. Sa ngayon, gumagaling po talaga ang mga counterfeiters natin. Kasi kahit na ano po ang ginagawa ng mga legit na mga manufacturers or distributors natin para ma-contain na talagang authentic na products lang ang nasa supply chain natin, nagdi-design po sila ng mga products na kung saan kaparehas sila sa authentic na products natin.
So ito, anong difference? Counterfeit yung nasa kaliwa, ibig sabihin peke yung nasa kaliwa, yung nasa kanan yung tunay.
Oo. Kung mapapansin niyo yung pagkakaiba po nila kung saan nakalagay yung mismong tinatawag natin na generic box at saka yung generic name kumpara po doon sa authentic. Kaya po ang madalas nakasama po ng FDA mismo ay yung mga brand owners po natin para ma-detect po natin kung ang isang produkto ay authentic or isang counterfeit.
Kasi ito, Paolo, halos kala mo pareho yung itsura eh. Ayan, ano naman yung mark na yan? Yung expiration?
Yung marks naman yan ay yung kumbaga yung parang numbers or lot numbers ng isang blister pack na yan. Tapos makikita niyo rin yung expiry date niya. Kung mapapansin niyo dun sa authentic, mas maliit ang niya, ang pag-print kumpara dun sa mga counterfeit. Pero kung mapapansin niyo rin po, parang walang masyadong pinagkaiba kung hindi tayo sanay dito sa mga gamot na ito. Kung tutuusin pa nga, minsan lumalabas na yung mga counterfeit, sila pa yung may mas maganda kumpara dun sa authentic na product.
So yun na nga, kunyari ako, I'm not familiar, katulad dun, nagkaiba lang sa size nung parang lettering, tsaka yung expiration date, di ba? Tsaka ito, halos pareho yung itsura nung brand name, di ba? So, anong pinaka talagang safe na gawin na lang kung hindi ka naman talaga maalam dun sa size nung lettering or yung mga expiry numbers?
Ang pinaka-safe po talagang gawin ay bumili lang po tayo ng mga drug products or medicines natin sa mga licensed na drugstores. Iwasan po natin yung mga bentahan online or sa internet.
Okay, so kahit sa online, talagang medyo delikado. Pag, kunyari, very rare yung, kunyari, imported yung gamot. Anong payo nyo naman doon sa mga, sa online lang talaga makakabili? Anong pwedeng hanapin na, I don't know, resibo or registration?
Ayon kasi sa batas natin ngayon, hindi natin pinapayagan dito sa Pilipinas ang online selling ng drugs.
Okay.
Wala po talaga tayong inaalaw. Lahat po na gustong mag-manufacture, mag-distribute, o kaya mag-retail, yung diretsahang magbebenta sa mga consumers natin, kailangan po nila ng lisensya kay FDA.
Pero yung tanong ko po, ano nga po yung pag wala ka ng choice, if you have just online, may pwede bang ibang gawin or i-course through pa rin sa FDA?
Ang ano sa online na pinapayagan ni FDA ngayon is ordering lang.
Ordering
lang. Katulad ng mga ginagawa po sa Mercury Drugstore natin, meron po silang authority to do online ordering. Pero doon mo pa rin kukunin po sa kanila.
Tapos sila na yung mag-i-import for you. Sige, ito na lang. May question si Adil Florendo. Paano daw kung may nakalusot, nakita siyang counterfeit na gamot, saan daw, paano aaksyonan ng gobyerno, saan sila tatawag?
Lahat po na may suspected na counterfeit, pwede po kayong tumawag sa Center for Drug Regulation and Research ng Food and Drug Administration sa numero po na 809-5596. Pwede rin po kayong mag-email sa aming center sa cdrr@fda.gov.ph.
May events ba kayo for this week?
For this week po, again, iniimbitahan po namin kayo na mag-celebrate sa National Consciousness Week Against Counterfeit Medicine. Actually, today po, ito po ang opening ceremony namin na ginaganap ngayon sa Acacia Hotel sa Alabang. Kasama po namin ang Coalition on Safer Medicine. Ito po ay isang grupo ng mga stakeholders, government agencies, professional and private organizations na nagtutulong-tulong para tugunan yung problema natin sa counterfeit.
Okay, maraming pong salamat kay Juan Paulo Tonaleta ng Food and Drug Administration. Abangan, pambato natin sa Miss Universe pageant na si Rachel Peters, hindi papakabog sa kanyang national costume. Manatiling nakatutok sa newsroom ngayon. Doon sa comment ni Adil Florendo, sabi niya, Paulo, sana raw ma-actionan ng government yung mga nakakalusot. Kasi hindi daw makakalusot kung walang protector. Ano naman on the part of the government, what are they doing na mapigilan yung pagpasok?
Kaya po namin binuo ang Coalition on Safer Medicines para po natin pag-ibdingan yung mga actions natin. Tulong-tulong po ang mga government agency at saka ang enforcement agencies natin, ang PNP, CIDG. Gusto rin namin ilahok dito sa malakiang programa na ito, ang DILG mismo. Kasi madalas po doon sa mga regions natin, madalas common po ang peddling o yung mga nagmumotor at nagbebenta, nag-o-offer ng mga
bahay-bahay sila, ganyan. Oo. So dapat rin local enforcement din, especially in the
lalong-lalo na po, bawal po ang magbenta ang mga sari-sari stores.
Sari-sari store. O, minsan kasi bumibili ng tingi-tingi, ano?
Opo, madalas yung po ang binibiktima ng mga peddlers po natin sa mga regions.
Okay, may isa pa dito, sabi ni Mario Medua Bonzad, dapat daw legal and prescribed by doctors yung mga gamot, ano? Oo.
Ang kailangan lang na prescribe naman ay mga tinatawag natin na prescription drugs. Yung the rest po, katulad ng over-the-counters, pwede po nilang mabili yun na walang reseta.
Okay. So again, kung saan sila pwedeng, kunyari, may hindi sila sure, pwede ba silang magpadala, kunyari, ng picture ng gamot or sa FDA?
Pwede po, pwede silang tumawag, pwede rin po silang mag-email sa mga nabigay ko pong impormasyon kanina.
Okay, maraming salamat kay Paulo Tonaleta ng FDA. O, pwede pa kayong mag-comment dito. Nakikita ko may ibang nagko-comment dito sa tungkol dun sa issue natin about yung senatorial lineup for 2019, yung may mga initial names na may mga gusto ba kayo dun sa mga binanggit na possible initial lineup? Ang sabi nga ng Pangulong Duterte kanina, dun sa ganyan, he's leaving it up to the people. Kung desisyon naman ng mga tao kung sino yung iboboto nila sa 2019. So, may gusto ba kayo doon sa mga nabanggit na? Or tingin nyo, medyo maaga pang pag-usapan yan kasi ano pa lang tayo ngayon, November pa lang tayo 2017, ang susunod na eleksyon ay May 2019 pa. So tingin nyo ba tama na yung mga parang may mga biglang nagpaplano na agad na kumandidato? Pero sabi naman ni ASEC Mocha Uson, wala pa naman daw siyang ganyang plano kahit si Spokesperson Harry Roque, sabi niya ay tututok daw muna siya sa kanyang trabaho. May Swan, good morning daw. Si Bernardo Tinaan is watching from Oregon, USA. Si Sagira Pinto, Mel Espiritu also. Umalis na ba? Kasi hinihingi niya yung hotline ng FDA. Sorry nasa Facebook Live natin yan mamaya. Pwede niyong balikan yung 809 809-5596. Yan ang hotline ng FDA. May nagtatanong dito. Pwede rin silang, may Facebook page din sila, FDA Philippines. Si Marilag Matteo, si Beatrice Miranda, si Franz Dave, tsaka si Arnel Campos is watching from Kuwait. Yung mga iba dito, nagko-comment na rin sila tungkol dun sa possible senatorial lineup.
Last 50. Ma'am, take 22 daw muna tayo.
Ano?
22. Susunod. Ito wala na.
Usap-usapan pa rin ang ginanap na 30th anniversary show ng Filipino clothing brand na Bench. Alamin kung bakit mula kay Tristan Nodalo.
Punong-puno ng mga bituin na talaga namang nagniningning ang gabi sa ika-30 taong anibersaryo ng Pinoy fashion brand na Bench. Sa fashion show na pinamagatang Under the Stars, dumagundong ang buong SM Mora Arena nitong Sabado noong rumampa ang mga baguhan at matagal ng endorser ng kumpanya.
It's just an incredible evening. I love everything, the whole collection of all the swimsuits and the sexy bodies. Oh my God, what an incredible show.
Malakas na hiyawan at palakpakan na sumalubong sa opening number nila Ruru Madrid, Inigo Pascual at Julia Barreto. Agad naman itong sinundan ng isang nagiinit na aerobic stunt ni Solen Yusaf. Hindi rin nagpakabog sa runway si Miss Reina Hispano-Americana 2017 na si Winwin Marquez. Samantalang muling nabalot ng hiyawan ng buong arena sa paglabas ni Yaya Dub o Maine Mendoza. Pero hindi pa man tapos ang kanyang pagrampa, sinalubong muli ito ng sigawan ng kunin ni Richard Gutierrez ang kanyang kamay papunta sa harapan ng runway. At kahit hindi kasamang rumampa ngayong taon, bilib na bilib ang mag-asawang Richard at Lucy Gomez sa ginanap na fashion show.
It was a wonderful show. I think the stage was especially beautiful, and it's just a nice way to celebrate 30 years of being #1 in the business.
It's a nice show. It's one of the best bench fashion shows Ben's ever had. I'm so happy to see all the big stars.
Nagbigay pa ang mag-asawa ng payo sa mga baguhang modelo at endorser.
The most exciting is, coming out and showing them that you're fit.
Yes, yeah. I think that's really the whole point. And then, mas ano pa nga ngayon how fit they are is even so much more than how it was years past.
Ilan pa sa mga rumampa ng gabing yon sila King Chu, Paulo Avellino, Tom Rodriguez, Lovie Poe at Enrique Hill. Nagpakitang gilas din ang kinaguriang world's hottest math teacher na si Pietro Buselli. Wala ring patidang hiyawan sa kapamilya Ultimate Love Team na sina Daniel Padilla at Catherine Bernardo. Isang hindi malilimutang gabi, isang selebrasyon ng 30 taong tagumpay sa piling ng mga bituin. Tristan Odalo, CNN Philippines.
Pinakita naman ng pambato natin sa Miss Universe pageant ng kanyang national costume head turner sa kanyang all-gold costume ang 26 anyos na si Rachel Peters. Inspirasyon sa disenyo ang maalamat na ibong sari manok na binigyan ng modern twist. Kasama si Peters sa mahigit 70 kandidatang susubok na masungkitang Miss Universe crown sa November 26 sa Las Vegas. At kanina tinanong namin anong masasabi niyo sa posibleng senatorial lineup ng PDP laban sa 2019. Sabi ni Mark Lester Del Mundo Chico, maaga pa para sa campaign-related topics. Aniya, hindi dapat maging bahagi ng usapan yung gustong tumakbo sa pwesto. Comment ni Mila Rowe, kahit sino ang kumandidato basta't dedicated na magsilbi sa tao at walang korupsyon. Para naman kay Ardel Campos, okay lang kahit sinong tumakbo, pero dapat daw may plano para sa bayan at hindi lang sarili ang uunahin. Maraming pong salamat sa inyong mga komento at yan ang mga balita at isyong ating tinutukan. Ako si Ruth Cabal at ito ang Newsroom ngayon.
You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Matteo Guidicelli. So this guy is a triathlete, and that's super for me. Triathletes are super men and super women. So what's it like? What's the discipline, and how does one stay becoming a triathlete? Ang hirap eh.
Mahirap lang just to start, no? I always tell people it's just difficult to start. But once you get in the groove, if you start, just give it like 4 weeks, 3 weeks, you'll get into the groove and you'll find it in your body. You look for it every morning when you wake up. You're gonna want to swim. You're gonna want to bike. You're gonna want to run. It's something addicting. It's like I don't know. It's like a drug of life. Kumbaga.
Yeah, you won't wake up and say, "Oh no, today, you know what? I just rather sleep in."
There are days. Yeah? Yes, I won't lie. You know, I'll be honest with that. But there are days also where you're gonna really look for it. You're gonna wake up 5 in the morning and just run. You know, you're gonna.
What got you started?
My dad. He was 250 pounds. He was overweight. Imagine a white Italian guy overweight, looked like a polar bear. And then the doctor said, you have to take this medicine, that medicine. And he said, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to change my life. So he got a bike. A friend, his name is Noy Hobson, he got him a bike and he started biking. And he told me, I'll get the bike for you. Papa, I'm not going to bike. I'm not going to run. It's so boring.
Really?
Right? So he got me a bike, and I biked with him. I couldn't keep up with him. I ran with him. I couldn't keep up with him. So I was like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong here. Huh?
Your dad was faster than you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was 40 at that time. He's 55 now. And he still does it. And I was challenged. I was challenged to do it. So I'd train every day. I'd start joining races. And I got so addicted to the sport and lifestyle that today it's become a lifestyle. It's become something natural.
Yeah, I think that's really the secret there, when you know truly in yourself that it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's part of your being already.
Yes, and there's so many events out there. Like over the weekend we had the Cycle PH in the fort. And it's become something you can find so easily in the Philippines now. Every weekend there's an event. So
what's so fulfilling about it?
Let me say, when you cross the finish line of an Ironman race, you're gonna cry, guaranteed.
Really?
I think every triathlete out there that's done their first Ironman crossed that line with tears in their eyes.
Yeah.
Because it's just hours of training, not hours, but months of training, months of sacrifice, months of waking up early, sleeping early at night. Alam mo yun? So.
And the fulfillment is wow.
Yeah, you can't explain. Like, you get goosebumps, and people ask me, why do you do it? Why do you like hurting yourself?
Yeah. Swim. What is it? Swim, bike,
run.
and then run. If you were to choose one, which one would it be?
I'd run. I love running.
Okay, and then after this, now you're singing. But again, you said that you were in musical theater in college. Your singing career here in the Philippines, how did that begin?
I want to start it off with my first album 2 years ago when Star Music gave me my first album. They placed songs in front of me and we just chose, and we recorded it. And I came out with my first album. My second album, I put up a production company. It's called Big Bang. And I said to my partners, I wanted to make this really original music. I wanted to make it like love letters, like really original stuff that was written, not necessarily by me, but by the band, by the group. I formed the band, and we did that. So every track, we have 9 tracks that are just like naked truths, are like honest love letters. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just somebody just performing or doing a beautiful cover. It's just honesty, kumbaga.
It's raw emotions.
Yeah, I like to believe so. I like to believe so.
So this is your second album, am I correct?
This is my second album.
And there are 9 songs in
9
this
tracks,
album.
Yeah, 9 songs.
Nine tracks. And there are a few that are already saying that some are "Be My Other Half." People are talking about this, and "Wag Ka Nang Umuwi." Sabi nila, "Wag Ka Nang Umuwi" is for Sarah, or "Be My Other Half" is for Sarah. Which ones did you write?
I did not write any of them. They were all my producers, my songwriters. We sat down on a table like this. We had a few beers and, and we were eating. And I told them, guys, I want to write this song about this. This situation happened. This happened. That happened. Can we put out something like that? So they did the magic. I'm not comfortable with my songwriting. I'm still shy to show this.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. But the songwriters did it. Top Suzara, my buddy Aris Sales, and a bunch of amazing. They're called the Pajama Party. They placed up this sound, and this whole sound, the inspiration of the sound was the 90s rock, 90s alternative rock. So we wanted to stick to that vibe.
I'm not sure if this is a fair question, but which one is your favorite among the 9?
I'll be honest, it's totally 9 different stories. But let's say Other Half.
Isn't it "Be My Other Half" or just "Other Half"?
Just Other Half.
Okay, Other Half only. So that's probably your favorite for
now. And that's part of the album. That's coming out November 30 during the concert.
Yeah, because the concert is
November 30.
On November 30. So, and then of course here comes "This Only Happened Because Sarah Is Your Girlfriend." How big of an inspiration was Sarah in this whole singing career of yours?
If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever partner you have in life, I think they're a source of inspiration to whatever you do. People out there always say, "I'm only singing because of Sarah." I'm only saying, that's why I'm singing original music. That's why I have a band with me. That's why I'm doing my own sound. That's why I don't work with her, because I want to stick to my line, stick to what I want to do, right? So
I guess it's a little difficult, huh? I mean,
it's a challenge, it's a challenge, but it shouldn't drown me. If I drown with whatever they say, I'll drown. So I shouldn't. So I just, I stick to the truth and stick to what I know, and just do what I can do.
But obviously, as you said, any partner in anything you do, even if it's not music, that partner should be a source of inspiration, right? It's just that she's such a fantastic singer. She's actually one of my favorite singers as well. So So in any of the songs that were written, which one reminds you, which one is a Sarah song for you?
Other half?
Other half, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's, I mean, yeah.
And what is the long term you're seeing for you and your singing career?
Oh, I hope I can do more of this. I hope this is just the start of creating original music. I hope next year we could do more shows and we can let people just vibe with us and have a good time with us, kumbaga.
Yeah. And I hope, well, that's your concert. This is your second concert. The first one was in Cebu, right?
Third. We had one in Manila in a small music museum.
Okay.
And then
was that the first one in music museum?
That was the first 3-4 years ago yata.
Matagal na rin.
Yeah, and then we did Matteo made in Cebu last year in Cebu because that's where I was made in Cebu. And now here in Manila, it's called #Hey Matteo.
Yeah. And that's on November 30.
November 30 at the Kia Theater.
Well, we wish you luck on that concert, and I hope to see more and hear more of Matteo. But please don't go away, because when we come back after our In Focus, Matteo will be giving us a sample. Maybe let's choose one.
You choose.
He chose Better Half, so we're gonna ask him to sing Better Half after the break. So, a sold-out yoga class featuring cats. That's next on today's In Focus.
Experience the best gasoline in the country.
We took it slow. 1 year. 6 months.
You can't naman force it, diba?
Yeah, you can.
Pero yun yung pinakamaganda for you.
The
Siya
song?
yung pinakamagandang,
My album?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most personal album. Like, you know MJ Felipe?
Yes.
He hosted my press con. I told him.
I know, I read about it.
called him
I
the day
don't want to
before.
talk about being an actor.
MJ, please treat me as a new artist. Because it's difficult, diba, to, what's up, bro?
Hi.
This is Yusef.
Hi, I'm Pinky. Nice to meet you.
What's up, bro? Traffic?
Saan ka galing?
Gilmore lang po.
Ay? Where do you live?
Alabang.
Ayan, so I'll just do In Focus and then we'll have you sing. Sorry, what's your name again?
I'm Yusef.
Yusef.
Yes,
okay.
He's the Yusef.
So we're still live pala on Facebook.
Oh, we
sorry.
are?
Yeah,
We're still
you know,
live.
I always forget to tell everyone.
Right there on the camera.
Everyone, yeah, your people, the fans of Matteo.
Sup, the source. There.
Natatawa ako because I saw you cross the finish line and then Sarah was there. So parang,
Yeah.
I don't want to make a big deal out of it. Diba? Kasi parang, you're one of the most low-profile celebrity couples. I love it. I really, really love
We
it.
try, but it's kind of...
But it's worked.
Yeah.
Diba?
Other half though.
Time now for today's In Focus here on The Source. For cat lovers, there's a yoga class that's just perfect for you. It's called Kitten Yoga, and it was offered for the first time in the U.S. state of Wisconsin this weekend. With kitten hopping from mat to mat, some yogis call this brand of yoga a good distraction. The class was such a hit that it was sold out in less than 6 hours. But beyond the fun for it all, the program also works to raise funds for an animal rights group and promote adoption for all animals. There are no concrete plans yet for another kitten yoga class, but organizers hope to hold another few classes after the holiday season. So, as promised, we are going to ask Matteo to sing. I don't think you can sing Other Half.
Yeah, let's
Because
do
you
it
said-
after November because it's not released yet.
Sige. sige. So go ahead.
This is a song. It's out now in digital format. Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere out there. And we just shot its music video. It's called "Wag Ka Nang Umuwi."
Oh, Wag Ka Nang Umuwi with Yusef, right?
This is Yusef.
Hi, Yusef.
He's very single.
He's very single now, everyone.
Everybody. We should do cat yoga. I think that's cool.
It's in the States. Let's do it here.
Yeah.
So, let's listen to
Here we go. Wag Ka
Matteo.
Nang Umuwi.
Huwag ka nang umuwi. Pwede ba dito muna tayo? Wala pa naman naghahanap at di tayo malayo. Huwag ka nang umuwi. Parang ang daling sabihin, parang wala naghihintay para di ka sisisihin. Huwag mo nang kasing pag-isipan. Sige na, maaga pa naman. Dito muna tayo, mag-usap muna tayo nang magkatabi, palipasin ng gabi. Dito muna tayo, mag-usap muna palipasin ang gabi.
Let's go. Wag Ka Nang Umuwi.
Thank you.
That's the Yusef right there.
Thank you, Matteo. Thank you. Wait, before you go, I wanted them to hear. If you were to choose, racer, actor, triathlete, singer.
I'd choose singer.
There you go. Again, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Yusef. Maraming